It's Nolan. Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show. Hey, who that boy named Nolan? Coming straight up out the swamps, I feel like it's New Orleans. Finna drop another flavor pack, bitch, I'm McCormick. 5'4", but my style enormous. I woke up fresh, my swag is alarming. Hold up, I gotta pace myself. When I rap, I race myself. On the tracks, I amaze myself. I ain't got enough ops, nigga might just waste myself. And I bet that shit gon' sell, I'm self-made, well paid. I don't fuck when niggas need a barricade. Man, fuck your album, need a hair aid. Got 2 straps, Nike Air Raids. I'm in my creative player phase. Every setting, I'm a 99. I just signed on a dotted line with my hair looking like Einstein. Flow kill 'em like cyanide. Bread it up, Long John Silver. All cash like a drug dealer with the same teeth on Reggie Miller. Bitch, I need queso, pesos. Brands on me like racer clothes. Too much drip on my A-flow. Pockets feel like egg rolls. Health insurance, no HMOs. Got a new record on HBO. Fuck the radio. No military, I'm signing up for Navy Federal. Ayy, they say not to brag. I need to be more humble. A verse, I be going dumber. Like the hoes on no jumper. Keep my cars on airplane. I don't even really need a phone number. Backstage, I just curved them out. I hit the jets on a light road runner. I'm that nigga. Yeah, flow on glacier. Y'all don't get my nomenclature. Kill the beat, that's Nolan's nature. Watch your tone, my homies on papers are birth styles. Hot like a first down. I just spit like a 30 cal. Too versatile. Gotta talk money if it's worthwhile. I don't converse with clowns, but nigga. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody's doing well out there, and it's Friday afternoon going into the evening. Of course, y'all know, if y'all clicked on the thumbnail, y'all clicked on the title, y'all know we're going to be talking about Cardi B and Pardison Fontaine. Of course, they've got I guess if you want to call it new, a newly released song by the name of Toot It Up. The song was released last night. The video was released this afternoon. I believe the music video leaked out earlier this week. And of course, we've heard parts of this song last year. Originally, when I heard the snippet of the song that was out from the Cardi verse and the beat and everything, the production, the whole nine, I wasn't impressed. I didn't think that it was moving the needle. I didn't think that this was something that Cardi needed on her jacket, you know, to try to reintroduce herself to the public. She had already kind of did her thing last year with her own solo releases and the features that she did. And I didn't feel like that added to the anthology in any kind of way. Now that we're in 2025, this is a Pardison Fontaine song, right? So I will give that to him. This is his record, not Cardi's. But I still maintain my stance that what I've heard from this record is still feeling very 2019, 2020-ish. 2019 more specifically than 2020, to be honest. It takes me back to the time period when Ruby Rose was out. It takes me back to the time period when Hitmaker was like coming on the scene, like making everybody's tracks, had the beginning of that run that he had. Like, it just doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't stimulate my in no type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just off the snippet. Now, what I'm going to do is pull up the music video, and for my YouTube folks, you're not going to be able to see that portion of the video. You're going to have to go on Patreon to get the live reaction of the music video, because I have not watched it. I haven't actually heard Partison's raps other than on the chorus from the snippet that was already leaked out. So again, for the full effect of this video, you're going to have to join Patreon, patreon.com/RealJNolan. But I'm going to go ahead and watch the music video and give y'all my take on the entirety of the record, Partisan, Cardi, the sound, the fully mixed and mastered version, because I think we had the leak wasn't all the way complete. The visuals is going to be a big thing because, of course, Cardi typically has big visuals. So maybe that could persuade my perspective just a little bit, but we shall see. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the music video up, see what we got here, and then I'll give y'all my assessment of what we have. Yeah, y'all, my assessment of this thing is still the same as it always has been. What I will say is the song isn't as bad as I initially thought it was. I still don't care for it. I still don't like it. I'm still not gonna be adding it to my playlist. I'm not gonna be bumping this in no type of way. It just doesn't feel like 2025. I still maintain that stance. This sounds like a 2019 pack. Now I don't know when they made this. This might have been a 2021 pack for real. But whenever it was made, it should have been left in that time period. Let's get to the positives though. When it comes to the actual raps that are on the song from Partisan and Cardi, I don't think the raps are necessarily bad. Right? I think if you take those same raps and you put them on a more updated beat, something that actually sounds like, and let's be clear. When I say sound like 2025, I'm not saying you gotta assimilate to what niggas was making last year or anything of that nature, right? I'm not saying that you have to make your sound blend in with whatever everybody else is doing. That's not what I mean when I say 2025. I honestly mean when we're talking about 2025, especially when we're talking about somebody doing a record with a Cardi B, I'm ready for something new. I'm ready for something that's going to kind of merge us into the next wave for the music industry. Like, what's the next trend going to be? Not that I'm looking forward to trends either, but I am looking forward to the trailblazers of the genre to go ahead and start setting the standard, right? That's what Kendrick did. Now, I'm not putting them in the same category as Kendrick, but that's why Kendrick is in such high demand as he is, not just because of the battle, but because he made music that pressed us into another wave, right? He ushered in a new era of West Coast rap, another sound with Mustard, another version of West Coast with his lyricism, right? With this, you're taking the jump on it, and you're merging it with, of course, Made You Look by Nas, which also sampled the same record. But if you remember Made You Look by Nas and the contents of that record, that was a hardcore street record, street single to get the people back on his side. This is after the Jay-Z battle, aggressive. This song is more like a twerk anthem, and I understand you taking a familiar thing, taking it, flipping it, making it something different. But when I think of even in the lineage of twerk anthems, if I'm looking at stuff that's been twerk friendly in the past 2 to 3 years, this doesn't even come to mind. Again, this sounds like 2019, 2021 Dream Doll hitmaker, you know what I'm saying, trying to make her a thing. So I don't think this benefits either. Well, let me stop that. I don't think this benefits Cardi in any way. Now, as it pertains to Party, right? He's an artist that has not caught too many waves in the public eye. We do know that he works closely. Matter of fact, let me get into, because that's gonna lead me into my next point. Hold on, y'all. He's an artist that hasn't caught too many waves. He works behind the scenes with Cardi B. Helps her come up with ideas. He's a co-writer. Some people call him ghostwriter, but there's no ghost if the person is listed in the credits. And she talks about him all the time. Vice versa. I think her presence definitely creates momentum for him, right? Her doing a collab, her doing a music video, her clearing it, allowing him and his team to put this out. It definitely puts a spotlight on Pardison Fontaine that, let's be clear, we've never gotten before. I know they've done other songs, but he just never became a thing. Even when people was on his head with the black girl, do your thing. If you're a black girl, you a black girl, you a black. I thought that shit was the corniest shit on the fucking internet when that was out, but I just kept it to myself. But I ain't like that shit neither. You know what I'm saying? He just doesn't have a captivating rap voice to me. He has a cool image. You know what I'm saying? He's a big dude. The music video, it looks good. Like I said, there are positives. The raps on the song ain't terrible. They're cool. They would have sounded great on another beat that was like created for those raps. Like if they would have just like made a totally different track around it, probably would have fared better, in my opinion. The music video is cool. Like I think if they would have had the right track, the music video would probably have a much larger impact. But overall, I don't fuck with it. Now, leading up to this record being released, there was a bit of controversy, right? Unfortunately, there are people out there on the internet that just want to see Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion go at it. They really want to see that battle. They really want to see them beef. They don't want to see them actually be cool, be friends, and have a solid relationship as we've kind of come to know them to have. So any and every opportunity that they have to pit them against each other, they take advantage of it and they try to drive that point home, right? So a few days ago, Cardi B comes out on Twitter Spaces, which she likes to spend a lot of time there. I don't know why. But she came out and addressed the whole, why are you working with Pardison Fontaine? Megan Thee Stallion's supposed to be your girl. That's supposed to be your friend. She don't fuck with that nigga. Why would you collaborate with him? Why would you rock with him? Et cetera, et cetera. So now we're going to pull up the little segment where she addressed it. She didn't talk for too long about the situation, but here's what Cardi had to say.
Is right, like y'all leave me alone with that whole partisan shit. Because at the end of the day, I've been knowing partisans since 2012. Fucking partisan fucking did me the fucking hook of Bodak Yellow, and on top of that, he helped me with my fucking album. And I've been knowing this person since 2012. And not only he's my best friend, he's my best friend, Kita best friend. So y'all need to stop with the fucking bullshit. This is the real world, not this fucking fake parallel fucking world. Yeah, and that's why, like I said, when people be in relationships, I be out the way and mind my business, because God forbid something happen. I'm letting both of them know right now. I am not gonna stop talking to both of them. I fucks with both of y'all. I am the child of the relationship, and I stay out of y'all shit. Understand? Understand. To y'all, because ain't no understanding to them. You don't talk shit to me about him, and I don't. You don't talk shit to me about her. That's how I always give it up, because at the end of the day, I fuck with both of y'all and I love both of y'all. That's just what it is. So stop with the bullshit. Stop with the shit. Y'all being ridiculous. And it's y'all, not them. Y'all, the internet. Y'all.
She said it's y'all. I hit your ass with the Busta Rhyme. Y'all. It's y'all motherfuckers, man. Which I can't disagree with. Y'all know I'm a fan of both Cardi B. I am a fan of Megan Thee Stallion, right? And to be honest, I'm probably more of a Megan Thee Stallion fan out of the two, but I still believe that Cardi B is the bigger artist, although some try to put Megan over her. I think she still has a little ways to go. But that's not here nor there. It doesn't matter, right? But as far as this conversation of Cardi B being in the middle between Pardison Fontaine and Megan Thee Stallion, I do agree with her stance on the situation of her not, deserting either party based on whatever they had going on in their relationship. Now, I do think this is a particularly messy situation because, of course, with Party and Megan, they have diss records toward each other, or at least they've exchanged disses on records towards each other. I never supported Pardison Fontaine doing that record talking about Megan. You could pull that video up. It's over a year old at this point. I said back then, and I still stand by it, I don't understand why he would release a record disparaging this woman after the relationship is over, understanding what she went through. Yes, she may have lied to you. Yes, you may feel some type of way. You're entitled to feel some type of way about it. But just from a man perspective, it does not look good if you come out and do a diss record about a woman, right? And I say that as somebody who, I'm a rapper. I've been in a messy breakup before. I wrote songs to express myself, I never released them. Because once you go public with that type of energy, you put yourself in a very messed up situation where people are now going to be dissecting your every word toward this person. If you say the wrong thing, you call her a B, you say this, you say that, you start putting out personal information about somebody, you start putting out private information that y'all only knew about each other. Next thing you know, people are going to start saying, you a messy nigga, you a bitch ass nigga, you's a hoe. You know what I'm saying? So in order to, if you want to have a career, you want to have a sanctimonious life where you're not known as the bitch ass nigga that went against this woman. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with having your feelings. There's nothing wrong with utilizing your preferred medium to express how you feel, whether that be music, whether that be art, whether you do a painting that expresses, what you've gone through, whether you write it down in a journal. But once it becomes public information, then it becomes our talking points. And that's where it gets messy. Now, some people say, well, why is it that a woman could come out and diss the guy, but the guy can't diss the woman? Well, it's a double standard. I acknowledge it's a double standard. But guess what? There's a million double standards that work against women. So I don't give a fuck what no nigga got to say about that. Just deal with it. Same way you want her to deal with, hey, any woman that deal with me, she gonna have to cook, clean, and take care of the kids. That's the double standard that you stand by. I stand by. Don't put out no fucking diss record on no woman. You're gonna look like a fucking messy ass nigga. It's not gonna make you look good. If you can't concur with that or understand it, go cry. All right? Because that's probably what you need to do anyway, is take some time out and cry and deal with your emotions in private. Now, again, I didn't support that. And for Cardi, I'm sure she was like, oh man, I'm definitely staying out of this, because now y'all both done got at each other on wax. Y'all got y'all shit off. I'm still cool with both of y'all. It's definitely not going to be no remnants of y'all being in the same place at the same time. I will make sure of it. She said that she doesn't like to put herself in a situation where either party's going to be talking about the other. I can understand that, because again, she said she knew him since 2012. It's 2025. She's known this man for 13 years of her life. I don't expect her to cut that man off just because a new industry friend had a relationship with him and it didn't go right. You know what I'm saying? If I look at people I grew up with, and we're talking about 12, 13 years, that's like damn near like out of high school, fresh out of high school, motherfuckers going to college. Of course, Cardi, I don't think she went to college, you know what I'm saying? But whether that be the clubs, whatever it is that they went through, however they met, this man has helped her come up with ideas, helped her with Bodak Yellow, the song that blew her up to humongous heights, helped her with her album. Without Pardison Fontaine in her corner, we do not get Cardi B to the degree that we have Cardi B. She was putting out music. She had some moderate success. She had some mixtapes. She had a fan base off Love and Hip Hop. But if Pardison Fontaine doesn't come in to her music career and help her navigate her ideas in the studio, Cardi B might still be, I don't know, Asian doll. You know what I'm saying? Cash doll even. Might have a couple hits under the belt, but nothing that really sticks. And that's not downplaying anybody who I'm using as an example. I'm just saying, if we compare the career trajectory, she would be back here. She would have a following. She would be another Instagram rapper with a big following. You know what I mean? If we're just gonna remove names. So yeah, I'm not deserting my top collaborator just because y'all situation didn't go right. That doesn't mean that Cardi can't still work with Megan, have a friendship with Megan, do cool shit with Megan, pop out, have fun, right? Do monstrous videos. And when I say monstrous, I'm talking about, massive, big budget. That's what they've done. It's just that nigga can't be a part of the festivities. And I don't think that's a hard thing to do, because they've had no issue of it up until this point. She said they're not the ones with the problem. Y'all are. Right? Now, as this song, Toot It, has been released, the fans are pretty much in her comments saying what I've been saying and everybody's been saying since the leak occurred. This ain't it. Got one person that says, friend, no. Another person says, Cardi, please stop trying to make party happen, man. Another person says, you waited too long. You don't have it no more. This is trash. Jesus. Another one says, love you, Cardi, but Partisan Añaña. I don't even know what that means. That must be Spanish. Another one says, I don't like it, sis. Another says, I love Cardi, but I don't like it. Another one says, this is a shitty song and I love you. Another person says, why do Meg fans like to argue and bully people? Party been Cardi's songwriter for years. Grow the fuck up. I don't think it's Megan's fans trying to bully anybody. I just think these are fans online that have a perspective. They don't like it. They're entitled to not like it, but I do think they should calm down. Okay. Another person says, dear musicians, we are tired of this type of music. Another one, Meg met Party through Cardi after WAP. Party and Cardi have been friends years long before Meg and him got together. Y'all need to stop. I can agree with that. Someone says, Party came out with this? Yeah, no, this should have stayed in the USB. Stayed in the USB is crazy. Someone says, wait a minute, isn't this Megan's ex-boyfriend? I thought she and Megan were friends. Interesting. Another one, Cardi, I fucking love you, but delete this shit. Ah, man. So again, I understand why some people are mad. I understand why some are even confused. But I also feel like Cardi is trying to help this guy out because he's helped her out numerous times. And I can't overlook that because that's important. Again, I just said, without him putting his creativity, because I don't like his raps. I don't like how he raps. I don't like the way he comes across. I don't like his voice. But the stuff that he's helped her create has been dope. It's been fire. Like, he can put words together well. He just does not sound good as a rapper. You know what I mean? But the money in music, if I'm to be honest, is not just in writing, because typically artists that don't write or artists that may not write tend to take more credit for the writing anyway. So I understand why he's still trying to push a solo career despite being a respected ghostwriter or respected songwriter, because that's where the money is. You got to put out solo music. You got to get booked to go on your own tours. You got to sell your own merch. You got to create a business around yourself. You can't just, if everybody stopped calling your phone, you can't eat. That puts you in a compromising position. So for Cardi to return the favor and say, yo, look, you've helped me out. You've helped me with my biggest hits to date. So if you feel strongly about this record, I'm going to help you. I don't think she's wrong for doing that. Again, he's been in her corner the entire time. And I think if you're a Megan fan and you feel strongly about, I don't want to support her working with Pardison Fontaine, there's nothing wrong with that. But I just say, don't play the song. I say, look the other way. Let this pass. This is going to be a quick moment. Please believe this ain't going to be no here to stay song. So let the moment pass. Let homeboy get his little radio play in New York, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, in the East Coast where they're going to care. And in 2 weeks, we're going to be back to regular scheduled program for the most part. So that's what I would say to anyone that doesn't like this move on Cardi's part. All right. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. And I will catch y'all on the next one. Much love and respect, y'all. Peace. king of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the gouda, we hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer, we come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. First I'm out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.